Monday Matinee presents the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society, Season 2, Episode 4, A Reckless Dispersal of Wealth.
Where were we? Oh, right. Equity Electric had betrayed the ladies and almost got them caught by the Six, but a last-minute change of heart helped them escape. Now, while both Walcotts are otherwise engaged, I've invited Saffron and Zinnia down to Monte Carlo for a little getaway. That's the good news. The bad news is that it's not a vacation, I'm in a whole heap of trouble, and I can't get myself clear. So, change of location, but no less stressful. Not that they have any idea what they're about to drop into. Fingers crossed!
And you're sure this is the place?
21, the lady wins again.
Of course, Goldie's letter was very specific. Why do you ask?
It just doesn't seem like the kind of place she'd go.
The girl had a life before she came to stay with us. I expect there is much we do not know about her. I think it is more that you are less than comfortable here.
I grew up around wealth, old money, but this is so audacious, so garish. I'm a bit put off by how outlandish this seems.
This is the world I knew. The rich trying their best to impress others of their ilk. By how much money they had, by how much they could throw away without batting one eyelid.
But that's not why we're here. A good book, a quiet suite, a warm robe. That sounds like heaven.
And don't forget the decadent desserts and the extravagant nightlife.
A little from A, a little from B. The perfect getaway.
Indeed. Plus, a few other leisure time activities I've been thinking about for months. But all for later. There is Goldie.
Are you sure? Why is she wearing a staff uniform?
Oh good, you're here. Have you met anyone? Has anyone talked to you yet?
Red 19.
No, Goldie. We just
Ice
walked
events.
in. Why? What's going on?
It's nothing. Almost nothing. I know I said that this would be a leisurely trip, but that's not entirely true.
Are you saying the private suite is not ours for the asking?
No, I mean, that's all been arranged. It's just that we're going to need to take care of a few things before your vacation can really start. Just some odds and ends.
Like what?
We're going to have to rob the casino.
With what?
What?
No, please, grazie. Parting is the sweetest of sorrows. Mary, there you are. And these are the friends you told me about?
Yes, ma'am. These are them. Or they are them.
Don't hurt yourself, my dear. And are they up to speed on what is happening?
I hadn't gotten that far yet.
And who, madam, are you?
I? Why, I am the Contessa Carmen Rigoletto, prima donna of the Italian opera. Or at least that's who these rubes think I am.
What is happening right now? You're not Contessa.
Well, I am, but it gets a little tricky if you...
Hold on a moment. Could it be... It couldn't, but... Perhaps... Are you La Contessa?
In fact, I am.
Oh, this is formidable.
It is?
But yes, do you not know who this is? La Contessa is one of the greatest con women of all time. She has worked her way through the 7 continents, relieving rich fools of their excesses.
Yes, that's me. It's so nice to meet a fan.
Oh, La Contessa is the one who convinced the Archduke Habsburg to sink all his money into cassowary racing.
It turns out the birds would rather kick the bejesus out of their riders when they approached. Shame about that. Too bad I was halfway across the country by the time he realized it.
How is it you came to be here? How do you know our Goldie?
And why do you call her Mary?
Goldie? Oh, I don't like that at all. And I call her that because I've always called her that.
You mean...
Yes, Saffron, Zinnia, I'd like to introduce you to my mother.
Oh, heavens.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. Our Goldie, your Mary, has been absolutely...
Yeah. We don't have time for all that. Listen, we're kind of in the middle of a scam, and we need you to play along.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
You'd better get comfortable because the casino owner is walking this way.
Que c'est si drôle. What is the ploy du jour?
You're here representing the Medved Consortium.
The Russian crime syndicate?
You know them?
We have tangled with them, but they never come this far west. Even our Mad Emperor knows better than to get close to the Russians.
It's part of the hustle. Zinnia, you're the translator and guide for Saffron, who is the VIP.
But what am I supposed to say?
As little as possible. Ah, there you are. I wondered where you'd wandered off to. Come and say ciao to our friends.
Ladies, it's a pleasure to have you. My name is Piker Pendulum. Welcome to the Showmark Casino and Resort. We are so happy you could make the trip.
Yes, Mr. Pendulum. My name is Zenobia. It is my honor to translate for my lady Safia.
Just Savia? No title?
At the moment in Russia, titles are a bit, how you say, out of fashion?
Yes. I understand completely.
But, forgiveness please, you seem to have spilled something on your jacket.
Oh, look at that. Looks like I got a little blood on me.
Are you hurt?
No. It's not mine. Some people don't want to pay what they owed. You know how it is. But, getting back to the matter at hand, I'd love to give you a tour of the place, if you'll follow me.
Niet.
What do you mean, niet?
Apologies, please. My lady is worn out from her travels and would appreciate some time to compose herself before we discuss business.
Ah, yes. Of course. Well then, you, girl.
Yes, Mr. Pendulum?
Show these esteemed guests to the suite I have reserved for them. I will expect you for dinner. I've taken great pains to have it prepared.
My lady would also like the Contessa to visit her suite before we dine.
I'm not sure that would be allowed. Mr. Pendulum has me on a very tight schedule.
It is, how you say, a command performance, da?
Yes. Well, I suppose we can make a small amendment to your appearances.
No, sir, that's fine. I wouldn't want to disappoint any of my many admirers who have already...
I said it would be fine. Our esteemed guests have asked for a private performance, and that is what they will have.
Please, signore, you are hurting my arm.
You don't need an arm to sing. You'll do as you're told and perform where you're ordered. Do you understand?
Capisco.
Savia, what's mine is yours, to do with as you please. But keep in mind the Contessa has a concert this evening, and she needs to be presentable.
My lady understands.
Good. That's good. It's a gesture of goodwill to show what I can do for you. Tonight, perhaps we will discuss what you can do for me. Until then, come along, Countess.
Ciao, Bella.
Okay, they're gone. Nice work.
Next time, we would appreciate more than 5 seconds notice, yes?
I thought you did fine.
That is not the point. But I can tell you one thing for sure.
What's that?
Someone needs to take this Piker for all he's worth.
I hoped you'd say that. Right this way, my ladies. Okay, we're in the clear.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've prepared the room, and the listening tube they had installed is now the home of a very happy and very loud family of jackdaws.
Goldie, excuse me for saying this in such an indelicate fashion, but what the hell?
I know, I'm sorry. I got in over my head.
No, not that. You found your mother!
Oh, yeah, well, she found me.
I thought you told us your mother was a, what is the word, fence.
She was. She has been. She's also been a maid, an oil tycoon, a football coach, She was all kinds of things while I was growing up.
So finding out she was a con woman.
Not a surprise, no. As soon as I was able to talk, she started using me in her schemes. We'd lie to get money or clothes or a room for the night. I learned a lot growing up like that. Always on the move, but she missed out on a lot of the school subjects.
Oh, Goldie, I too know the struggle of being on the move. My mother never liked to stay in one place either.
Was she a career criminal too?
Not exactly.
How'd your mother come to be here?
The letter. She knew I'd ended up in Massalia, and somehow word got back to her that I was at the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society, but I promise she didn't say anything about all this mess in the letter.
Not the reunion you were hoping for.
No, but about what I expected. She'd gotten in too deep and needed me to get her out. But even 2 was too few. That's when I sent for you.
A little advance notice would have been most appreciated.
I couldn't take the chance. They monitor all the mail going in and out. With so much money in this place, they don't leave anything to chance.
Well, that's all done now. We will collect your mother and make our exit.
What? What are you talking about?
Goldie, we got away with that ruse downstairs.
Barely.
Speak for yourself. I thought I made a pretty good criminal princess.
You were positively menacing, my love. But the charade will not endure. We must go.
It's my mother.
Nice work, ladies. My daughter did not exaggerate when she described your abilities. This'll be a walk in the park.
They were just telling me that we're leaving.
What? Why? It's working.
Contessa, I have great respect for what you do. Your legend looms large.
Grazie.
But this is not what we do. We are not confidence tricksters. We are defenders of peace and justice.
As is your daughter.
Oui. And at this, she excels. You must know how dangerous this game is. Otherwise, you would not have sent for help.
We will help you escape, but this ploy has come to an end.
We haven't met, not really. But I feel like I know you. Mary spent the last week saying what you've done for her. It's not a safe life, but it's not a safe world. And I never wanted her life to be boring.
We think the world of her. She has been a boon companion to both of us.
And since I have such respect for you, I'm not going to try my sob story of an aging woman trying to keep up with a game that keeps changing. Or how her lifestyle never gave her the stability that a growing girl needs. Or the one last score gambit where I talk about a mother trying to give her daughter the inheritance she's due. You're way too savvy to fall for these.
Yes, much too savvy.
But I know what you're about. I'm careful in how I choose my targets. I look for the worst of the worst. And Piker Pendulum is one of the worst. Do you know who his clients are?
I would not expect morally upstanding citizens to be at these tables.
And you'd be right. The Showmark Casino was set up by the Six. All the better to launder the money of their less than reputable business contacts. All the games are rigged so that the shadiest criminals win. Now, I'm a criminal, but boy, I hate a rigged game.
Is this true?
It is. I've seen the books, and Piker's got his eyes on bigger prizes.
I was hoping just to fleece the fool, hit him with the charity drive, do a concert to benefit the less fortunate.
Which would end up being us.
But he got wise and has me locked down, a canary in a cage. Do I want the money? Sure. But this guy is as shady as they come, and the people he's working for are worse.
If he was to get in bed with organized crime, who knows what kind of awful business they'd get up to.
That's where you came in. He thinks he's about to bring both sides of Slimeballs together, a summit of evil proportions.
But the Six can't stand a Medved consortium. One of the tenets of their cultural revolution was kicking them out of Europe,
Piker thinks he's the guy to fix all that.
while ensuring himself a seat at the table.
And how long until he opens a branch in Massalia? It's just up the coast.
I know this isn't your cup of tea, but I think the country would be better off without his brand of evil in it.
What say you, my love?
Who am I to refuse a mother's request?
Well, all right. Bravissimo.
But we're doing things a little differently.
Say what now?
I like the look in your eye. What have you planned?
Stealing from him isn't enough. More money will just fill in the space like a leaky dam. We need to embarrass him, discredit him, hit him where he can't recover in his reputation.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
But we'll get some of the money too, right?
Don't worry, money won't be a problem.
In some ways, it'll be our solution.
But we'll get some of the money too, right?
Ah, Miss Savia. And the rest. There you are. If you'll just come along with me, our table is prepared. It's this way.
Niet.
Niet again? Why niet?
My lady wishes to partake of the pleasures of your casino for a time.
Already?
Unless there's a reason she shouldn't.
Ah, no. No reason. She's free to indulge however she sees fit. I'm sure I can start a line of credit.
Niet. No credit.
I don't understand.
She wishes to take advantage of all the opportunities you offer. Your bankers are up to scratch?
Of course. We're in constant communication with the biggest banks in Europe.
Then here is her account information. See that she has access to her funds immediately.
It will be taken care of. I'm sure you'll see that we offer the best of everything, and are always looking to make new friends.
We shall see.
Le Patage 0! Cheers to the lady on the end! Another refill? Certainly, miss. 21, the lady wins again! I'll have one sent up to your room immediately. Boxcars, congrats to the lady.
Grazie. Hey. Psst. Saffron.
What is it? Is something wrong?
No, it's fine. It's all working. You sure seem to be spending a lot of money.
Why, thank you.
I did not really mean it as a compliment.
Well, it's not a natural skill. My dear wife had to teach me. I come from a long line of misers, but that's not what you wanted to talk to me about, is it?
That obvious?
She's doing fine.
Really? Woman to woman, you can tell me.
When we met, she was a maid, doing honest work for honest pay. When that came to an end, we offered her a place with us. Since then, she's, blossomed.
Blossomed? How about that?
Goldie is brave and kind, forthright and stubborn. I trust her with my life, and she's repaid that trust many times over. We don't live a quiet life.
Thank goodness for that. What about a special someone?
Well, speaking honestly, woman to woman...
Please?
There's not been one, if you understand my meaning.
Oh, thank goodness.
That pleases you?
Of course! I never wanted my little girl to be settled, domesticated, some housewife, no offense intended.
None taken. I thought that it would be my fate as well. One I'm pleased to have escaped, yet still found a spouse I adore and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with.
I wanted Mary to keep her options open, to not be tied down and become a kept woman.
Then you've succeeded.
So does she, hate me?
I really...
Greetings, comrades. How are things?
Oh, please don't do that voice.
Is this better?
So much better. Is everything in place?
It is now.
Piker still has no idea who we really are.
Not a clue, the conceited fool.
Good. Then let's keep spending while we can. Then once we have enough, we take the money and disappear. Back at it, girls.
So, fool am I? We shall see. You, there, croupier. Those ladies? see that their luck starts to cool.
How low?
Ice cold.
Yes, sir. Ooh, red 19. No winners. Place your bets. Sorry, the kitchen's closed. Snake eyes! Place your bets. Sorry, just not your night, lady. Ooh, dealer has 21. Better luck next time.
What do you mean, cut off?
My apologies, ma'am, but we just received word from your bank. That account has been exhausted.
What do you mean by this? Exhausted?
The expression they used was run dry. And if I'm not mistaken, your lady has a significant amount of money still owed.
My lady demands to speak to your employer.
As it happens, I'm right here.
Good, good. Tell this toady who you are.
I would, but I'm not sure myself. What you certainly are not are representatives of the Medved Consortium. So my apologies for draining your account dry, but I had to do something to make up for the time I've lost on your pathetic scheme.
I guess the jig is up, yes?
It seems so. You're right, Mr. Pendulum. We aren't from the Medved Consortium. In point of fact, I believe that large group of gentlemen who just arrived are.
What? Oh, wonderful. What perfect timing. I'll deal with you and then see about courting their favor.
And what is it you plan to do with us?
I'm debating. My first thought was alternating torture. Restrain both of you facing each other and make you watch as I hurt the other. So many possibilities. I've had some dumb criminals try to take me on, but you have got to be two of the worst.
Why is that?
Because not only were you caught, but I took all of your money, too. You never gamble with your own money.
This is solid advice.
I'm glad we took it.
What's that? Took what?
The advice. We didn't gamble with our own money.
You did. We verified the account before we drained it dry.
No, I see your confusion. It was a real account. It just wasn't our account.
Then, whose was it?
For a smart man, you don't think very quickly.
It was theirs. The Medved. You see, you don't know us, but we know them. When last we crossed paths, we took something from them. The proverbial little black book.
It was purple, but that hardly matters for the story. Inside were all kinds of interesting ledgers and several detailed documentation of where their money was being held.
So I just stole money from them?
Indeed you did. And your defense of those pretty little ladies tricked me won't do you much good.
And should he survive their chat, I would doubt that the Sikhs would appreciate having Medved money flowing into their money laundering, making their newly cleaned money dirty again, n'est-ce pas?
I'm ruined.
What is all this noise? Mr. Pendulum, some important-looking gentlemen wish to speak with you. Shockingly, I was unable to charm them.
It won't end like this. It can't end like this. Come here.
Mr. Pendulum, unhand me!
Let her go.
The knife! It is too close to my precious vocal cords!
Clear the way for me, or the fat lady will never sing.
Let her go.
Shut up, girl. This doesn't concern you. You may have stacked the deck, but I'm dealing myself a new hand, and I'm keeping this suicide queen in my pocket.
I said, let her go.
Oh, for the love of... You're fired, kid. Get out of here.
I'm not much of a card player, but I know a full house from a roundhouse.
What? Ah!
The dealer busts.
Oh, my dear sweet Mary, are you all right?
Me? You were the one who had a knife to your throat.
I'm fine. If I had a nickel...
It's Goldie.
What?
My name. It's Goldie. Mary was a dumb kid who never stood up for herself. I'm Goldie now, Mom. Okay?
Yes. Goldie. I like it. Just look at you. I guess these ladies are taking good care of you.
No, not at all.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. She doesn't need anyone to take care of her. Goldie's just fine on her own.
But we're happy to have her helping us for as long as she'd like.
And is that what you want?
It is. But that doesn't mean I don't still want to see my mom. But I'd rather have her visit than La Contessa. Is that all right?
Of course it is. I'm sure the arrest warrant for me in Massalia is no longer valid.
That is a story I would like to hear.
Next time, perhaps. I think it's time for me to make my graceful exit from the stage. And perhaps collect my back wages while the staff are otherwise engaged.
Who'd notice in all the confusion?
Goodbye, Contessa. It was so nice to meet you.
And you too. I'm glad my daughter found some friends.
Bye, Mom.
Goodbye, Goldie. Take care of yourself.
Just like you taught me.
One last show. Time for this fat lady to sing. Ciao.
Are you all right?
Me? Oh, yeah. Tough as shoe leather.
Just like your mother.
Yeah. Just like.
Well, I see some angry mobsters and an unconscious casino owner.
We simply must introduce them before we leave.
It'd be rude not to.
Boys, I think this is who you are looking for.
For whom you're looking.
Oh, this again.
Was it my finest hour? Maybe not. But I did help stop a major money launderer for the Six. Oh, and reconnect with my mother, so that's not nothing. And the ladies got a chance to live in the lap of luxury for a little while. We were all ready to head back to Massalia when we got a call for help. And do we say no when someone asks for help? Haven't you been paying attention?
Monday Matinee's Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is written by Kyle Olson. Performed by Amy Shaw, Anastasia Anthony Plum, Kara Gallo, Justin Kent, Brooke Unverfirth, and Stephen Frankenfield. Directed by Kyle Olson, produced by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Monday Matinee's Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is produced by Ox and Hare Entertainment. Follow us on Twitter at Ox and Hare. Check out our Facebook page or come by our website, oxandhare.com, where we've got a couple of sword-swinging ladies, a filmmaker under siege, and a group of adventurers on a doomed quest. Just not all at once. Also, we now have merchandise, so pick up a t-shirt of your favorite swashbuckling lady at oxandhare.threadless.com. Come along.